Hello everyone, welcome to SoFoE, Software for Everyone. Today's topic is about what's a SoFoE and where to start with the software project. In this short video, we gonna discuss these two topics. SoFoE is basically about software engineering in a nutshell. So the idea is to understand where to start with the softwares and what's exactly starting point for doing a software project. Imagine that you have an idea box, and in this idea box you have a bunch of ideas that you think might, some of them might be silly, some of them might be good, and you pick one of them. And then this idea needs to be realized. So to realize the idea, we need three basics. These are the pillars for the realizing this idea that we picked. There is a money, there is a skill, and equipment that might be needed for this idea. And skills and equipments are in relation with the money. So basically, if you have the skill yourself, so you have met this requirement or pre-requirement, better to say, and if you don't have the equipment, you should buy it, so you need money. And if you don't have the skills, you need to hire someone or ask someone to help, which might be not free. So these are the steps that we need to think about them in the zero step, and this is the somehow a pre-requirement step. And then in starting point, we can mark the financial necessities as a starting point. So when we have A, B, and C, then we can start, and it is an and. So if one of them failing, no matter what, if money is there, if there is no skill, if there is no equipment, nothing gonna works later. So the next step is that how we gonna use the skills and the equipments to realize this software project that we have in our head, or any project in general. So the first step is thinking about the requirement of the software project. So some of the requirements are functional, some of them are non-functional. Later on in future videos, we're gonna go through them in the detail, but for now we are just hovering over the main topics that we're gonna cover in the future videos. So it is just for getting to know them. Don't worry if you don't get them exactly what they are about. We're gonna discuss them later too, again. And after the requirement, we need to think about some use cases about our software project. So the next step is that after we discuss the requirements, after we decide what kind of use cases are suitable for this software project, we need to decide about the architecture and also the technology that we want to use to implement our software. So after we also carefully decided about this step, which is quite it needs a quite experience about this, and these 3 and 4 are maybe the hardest part to do in any software project, and needs lots of experience to be able to solve those problems along these decisions correctly, which are sometimes quite complicated in the big software projects. After that, we now start the implementation, which is usually maybe if someone is not familiar with the software engineer concept, and if someone is not familiar in or haven't studied something related to the computer science, they usually think that the software is just start implementing some code and using some programming language, open up the idea, and then you're good to go. No, you need basically meet this pre-requirement and requirement to get to this point that you start implementing. So after that, you shouldn't forget that a code is not completed unless it's carried out with the tests. So implementing a code using the code and testing them along implementation is basically a way that we build the quality inside the code. We cannot implement some code and then implement some test later to say that we are adding the quality. No, it's not working like that. The test should be along the main implementation, or even before that we should start testing. So there are different approaches in software testing that we maybe later also discuss about that. And after we finish our let's say first module that we can run on the system, for instance, if you are implementing a application for mobile phone, and this mobile phone has a entry and a button, this is the minimum functionality or minimum feature that your application has. So after doing this minimum features, you can launch it and see if it's working. So in the real world. And yeah, this is all about this video, and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to follow us or like this video and or earlier videos. And don't forget, if you like the idea of the software for everyone, please go to our founding page and contribute to this project. Your contribution is very appreciated. Thank you for watching, and